Now that Netflix has added Norman Reedus' 2023 show to their platform, this is the ideal time for audiences to dive into or revisit the world of The Walking Dead. Since premiering in 2010, The Walking Dead franchise has grown exponentially. After being adapted from the comic books of the same name, the television show spawned 11 seasons of The Walking Dead, an 8-season spin-off series, for web series, a live aftershow, and a handful of other new spin-offs. The Walking Dead is still going strong 14 years later, which makes this the perfect time to explore this apocalyptic franchise. To be fair, entering the Walking Dead world as a newcomer may seem overwhelming. Many may be wondering where to start and whether it is necessary to watch every single show or project. Generally, it is a good idea to start with The Walking Dead or Fear the Walking Dead. Furthermore, the spin-offs and web series are more like special content, so aren't necessary to understand the larger story. However, there is definitely something to be said about The Walking Dead spin-offs. These shows have successfully kept the franchise alive by following fan-favorite characters in new and exciting settings. The Walking Dead, Daryl Dixon Season 1 is now streaming on Netflix. Why Daryl Dixon is worth watching. One successful The Walking Dead spin-off is now streaming on Netflix, The Walking Dead, Daryl Dixon. This series follows the eponymous Daryl Dixon as he is unwillingly shipped off to France and must face a new set of zombies and villains, all while trying to get back home. The series introduces a number of new and interesting Daryl Dixon characters, like Lauren and Janet, but is really centered on Daryl, who stole countless hearts throughout The Walking Dead. Altogether, the series has 6 episodes, and earned 70% on Rotten Tomatoes. Notably, The Walking Dead, Daryl Dixon Season 2 releases in September 2024. The Walking Dead, Daryl Dixon is certainly worth the watch for The Walking Dead fans. For one thing, this series brings the best of both worlds. Audiences get to enjoy seeing Daryl on screen again, but are also captivated by an entirely new story. In this way, Daryl Dixon provides the same joys of The Walking Dead while also keeping the story fresh and interesting. Furthermore, Daryl Dixon has the opportunity to answer questions that The Walking Dead was never able to. By going to France, the show can finally reveal the origins of the zombie outbreak in full. How Daryl Dixon connects to the main Walking Dead show. The Walking Dead, Daryl Dixon timeline explained. Rick and Carl escape from the prison in The Walking Dead. The first and most obvious connection between The Walking Dead and Daryl Dixon is Daryl himself. Daryl appeared in all 11 seasons of The Walking Dead and was considered the protagonist for the last 3. In this way, The Walking Dead, Daryl Dixon continues his story. Daryl Dixon's setting is not a coincidence either. In The Walking Dead, World Beyond, it was revealed that the virus began in France. Through its setting and the many zombie variants Daryl comes into contact with, Daryl Dixon makes connections to other The Walking Dead series. The other big tie between The Walking Dead and The Walking Dead, Daryl Dixon is their timeline. These two shows exist on the same exact timeline. This means that the events of The Walking Dead, Daryl Dixon occur almost immediately after the finale of The Walking Dead. After Daryl rides off to find Rick, he is captured. Essentially, a viewer could watch all of The Walking Dead then transition immediately into watching Daryl Dixon. Additionally, events that occur in Daryl Dixon could have effects on other The Walking Dead spin-offs, especially if the series continues over many seasons.